You know, when you finally find your voice as an artist and then the very next day it's gone? That was me this week. Coming up in the next 5 or 6 minutes, we've got 4 portraits, we've got a painting where I found myself, a painting where I lost myself, a few other bits and pieces, so let's hop to it. First of all, I got an old set of drawers. I pulled the drawers out, cut up a heap of angle, slipped some plywood in, and hooroo, there we go. I've got myself some U-Butte top of the line drying racks, so pretty pleased about that. We've got these 4 portraits here. First up, we've got Anthony Hopkins. I don't want to talk about these too much. They're effectively just studies, but it's sort of nice watching a painting come together. For me, I try out different palettes and different styles, and yeah, they're studies. Second up, I had Billie Eilish. Now, it was quite funny. I spent about 2 hours on this, would you believe it or not, and absolutely butchered it, so sorry about that, Billy, but you know, love your music. Next up was Frida Kahlo. I literally did this in about 10 minutes. They probably all look like they've been done in 10 minutes, but I did this in about 10 minutes. It was with the leftover paint from the Billie Eilish one, and I just wasn't in my head, so I just hopped to it and got it done, and I was really quite happy with that one. And then the following day, I painted Nick Cave. And the question I ask when I am painting these studies is, where are you? And that's constantly, as I'm going through, I'm just going, where are you? Where are you? And eventually I see them. Might not be a good version of them, but it's certainly the version I see. You know, I'm not painting them, I'm painting how they are observed by me. So there you go. So that's them. The following afternoon, I got home and I just couldn't be bothered painting a portrait, but I needed to paint, I needed to shake off the day. And I just stepped up to the canvas and I just started moving the charcoal around, and it was these visual memories that were coming out as gestural marks. And I think next week I'll talk more about my process. I think we'll forget talking about all these other bits and pieces. I have realised that I like caring about other artists' processes, so why not make the same sort of stuff? Basically, put the charcoal down. I just put out a primary palette, one yellow, one red, one blue, some white, and it was a combination of primaries that I hadn't used before, so a red that I hadn't used with the blue and the yellow, and anyway, started mixing and started painting, and it was like a trick. I just stepped back at the end and the painting was done. It all just happened like that, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. This painting made me so happy. I've been trying out lots of different shorts this week, cheesy, high entertainment value stuff. To show this painting, I literally just held it up and said, hey, check this out. I found myself, and it hit the mark. So many people resonated with it. It got 5 times the players as anything else, and comments and likes and the whole lot. So there you go. Who would have thought that authenticity is where it's at? So of course, the following day, I started trying to imitate. The painting got to a stage that I really quite liked, and I needed to sit with it for a while, but I got impatient and I just kept painting, and I had things that I shouldn't have done, and then I started scraping, and it got to a point where I just got a heap of paint, muddied it up, a big massive brush, and it was a cathartic cover-up job, and then I wasn't happy with that, so I got the palette knife out and I started squeezing out other tubes of colour, and in the end I came up with something that I was still quite happy with. Nothing like the original, nothing like the painting from the day before. Still kind of in my voice, but it doesn't make my soul sing in the same way. I'll show you. And that's the thing, right? Painting is the journey and not the destination. So that's it. That's been my week. This week has been a lot of learning. It always is. That's one of the beautiful things about this. It's just a journey in which you just keep learning. And I guess probably the biggest lesson has been that finding your voice isn't just one big moment. It's countless little moments. And the fact that I found it and then lost it again means that I'm still listening. And I'm constantly listening. Well, let's see what next week's got in store. If you're here, if you're hanging out, thank you so much. Like and follow along. This journey is right at its very beginning. Love you guys. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.